next topic, we need to convert the pushdown automata into context-free grammar. In the previous method, we have seen the context grammar has been converted to pushdown automata in terms of transition function. Similarly, here the transition function will be given. We need to construct the context-free grammar in terms of production. Okay, so here the problem given is P is equal to, that is the PDA, pushdown automata tuples. 7 tuples and the transition function. So from this we need to convert the PDA into context-free grammar. Therefore, the first step in the conversion is, first we need to write the initial state, final state, stack symbols, initial stack symbol, that those things we need to define from the given problem. Therefore, from the PDA definition, PDA is defined by 7 tuples, that is sigma, capital Q, delta, initial state, final state, stack symbol tau, initial stack symbol z naught, right? Similarly, from the definition we can write the states. What are the states given in the problem? States are Q comma P. What is initial state? So initial state is Q, final state P. And stack symbols, what are the symbols that can be pushed into the stack? So stack symbols are X and Z naught. So X comma Z naught. And next one, initial stack symbol, initial stack symbol. So initially Z naught will be present in the stack, right? Therefore we can say initial stack symbol is equal to Z naught. Okay, so from the PDA definition we can write the set of states, initial state, final state, stack symbols, initial stack symbol present in the stack. So these are the things have been defined from the given problem. Next one, we need to define CFG. So how can we define CFG? CFG can be defined by capital V, T, P and S. So V means variables, T means terminals, P means production and S means starting symbol of the production, right? So here how can we define variables, terminals and production? So here terminals is nothing but the input symbol present in the problem. What are the input symbol present in the problem? 0 and 1 are the input symbol present in the problem. Therefore terminals becomes 0 and 1. And what is S? S is the starting symbol. Therefore in the problem also S is the starting production. Therefore it is written as such. Now we need to define variables and production. So how can we define the variable? Means variable is nothing but non-terminals. Non-terminals is starts by starting production. Here the starting production is represented by the symbol capital S. Therefore variable includes the first symbol as S. Okay. Next we need to define another set of variables. This can be defined based upon the set of states. In this problem we are having two states Q comma P. Therefore we can written as, first within square brackets we need to write 3 tuples, 1, 2, 3. Here the first tuple and the last tuple are states and the in between middle tuple is the stack symbol. Okay. Now we are taking the first state as Q. States are P, Q and P, stack symbols are X and Z naught, right? Therefore first state is Q, means the second state may be either Q or P. Therefore if it is Q means what is the middle symbol? It is stack symbol. Here there are two stack symbols. Therefore we can write it as QXQ or QZ0Q. Similarly we can write it as, if the initial state is Q means it may go to the next state P. Therefore QXP comma QZ0P. Okay, this is one set of combinations. Next combination, it may start, so here it starts with Q and ends with either Q or P and the stack symbols are X and Z naught. Similarly the next variable may starts with P, means it may ends with Q. Therefore the stack symbol is X. Therefore PXQ and PZ0Q. Similarly PXP, PZ0P. So in this way we can write the variables. So how can we write the variables? The starting production S should present in the variable. Therefore S comes in variable and the remainings are written in within square brackets. So in square brackets we are having three tuples. The first and last one are states. The middle one is the stack symbol. So here we are having two stack symbols X and Z. So for every combination of states we need to include both X and Z. Since here we are having only two states, the combinations are QQ, QP, PQ and PP. So these are all the combinations of states. So in between these states we can include X first and as well as we can include Z0. Therefore we have QXQ, QXP, PXQ, PXP. Similarly we have QZ0, QZ0 P, PZ0 Q and PZ0 P. So in this way only we can write the variable. So with the help of states you need to write the possible combination of states, possible two pairs of states. Okay, between the pairs you can include the stack symbols. Since here we are having four combinations but we are having two stack symbols. Therefore we can have four combinations into two stack symbols, therefore 8. Therefore we can have 8 variables plus the starting symbol S. Therefore there are 9 variables in the problem. Next we need to define the, so now we have defined capital V, terminals and starting symbol S. Now we need to write the productions. How can we write the productions? Means with this help of this variables only we can write the productions. For writing the production we need to take the transition function, but for the first production we no need to take the transition function. So how can we write the first production? Means, so we can name the productions P1. So P1 is represented by the starting symbol S, because production should start with the starting symbol capital S. Therefore capital S tends to, within square bracket we need to write the terminal non-terminals in the form like this. So like this only we need to write. Here what is our initial state? Initial state is Q. Therefore first state will be Q. What is the initial stack symbol? Initial stack symbol is Z0. Therefore we can write it as Z0. S tends to Q Z0. And to which state it can reach? There are two possible set of states are there, either Q or P. Therefore it may reach Q or P, both are possible. Therefore first we can write it as Q. Q Z0 Q. Similarly we can write the second production. S tends to Q Z0 P, because the start state is Q and the initial stack symbol is Z0, but it may reach either the same state or the next state P. Therefore these are all the first two productions. Okay, next we need to write the productions with the help of the given transition functions. Okay, so next one by one we will take all the transition function and write the productions. So remember we have written two productions P1 and P2. Next we are going to write the production P3 from the transition function given. So here the first transition function is Q1 Z0 is equal to Qx Z0. Therefore this is the state, this is input symbol, this is current stack symbol. After this transition it goes to the state Q and the stack symbol becomes X Z0. Therefore on the top of Z0 we push the symbol X. Therefore X is pushed into the stack. Therefore here the push operation has been performed. Okay, so for push operation how can we write the context free grammar? That is, how can we write the production? Means we need to write the production P3, because already we have written P1 and P2. Therefore P3 how can we written? Means we need to write this Q here, and this Z0 will come here, comma, tends to, this one goes to here, and next here what is that? Q comma, sorry, first symbol is X comma, leave the first and third one. Similarly here also, so since it is Q comma X, write it as Q comma X and leave the third one. And here write Z0 comma, so X comes here, this Q comes here and this Z0 comes here, and you are leaving these four values. Okay, so similarly write since it is push operations you can have 4 possible productions. Okay, so for push operation you are having 4 possible production. So this q is written here, this z0 is written here, tends to 1 is written here, and since it is push operation you have 2 tuples within square brackets. Therefore here first one q is written as such, q tends to q, x comes here and z0 goes there. Therefore we left these 3 values. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to fill this value. So here these 2 values and these 2 values should be same. Okay. Therefore we need to find the combinations. Therefore if we are 4 values are there. Okay. Now we are having 2 states. So how many combinations we can have? If this is P means last one is also P, and here we can have QQ. Otherwise PP, this is also PP. If it is Q means last one is Q, here you can either have Q or P. Okay, therefore we have 4 possible combinations, therefore we can have 4 possible productions. Therefore here first I am written it as P, therefore the last value is also P. Now in between either here you can have either Q or P, both are possible. So first I am written it as Q. So in the second production I have written it as Q Z0 P tends to 1 QX Z0 P. So here PP QQ, now PP again PP, right? Similarly we need to write for Q 4Q Q PP Q. Okay, therefore we will have Q Z0 tends to 1 QX comma Z0 comma. So here if we written it as Q means the last value will be Q. Similarly here we can have either P or Q. Therefore we can write one more production, Q Z0 Q tends to 1 QX Q Q comma Z0 comma P. So you check these 2 values and this should be same. So based upon the number of states we can write the possible combinations. Since we are having 2 states, we are having 4 combinations. If we are having 3 states means we will have 9 combinations. Okay. So this is for push operation. Next one we need to take the next transition function. There are 3 possible combinations available in the transition function. One is push, another one is pop, and last one is idle. So push means after Z0 we are pushing X into the stack. Pop means we need to eliminate one element from the stack. Idle means the stack remains the same. So now we have seen the production for push operation. Similarly we need to write the production for pop and idle operation. So next transition function is del of Q1X equal to Q comma XS. Here what is the operation done? Either push or pop or idle. So stack symbol X becomes XX. Therefore here push operation has been done. Therefore since we are having 2 states, the combinations are 4 combinations. Therefore again we are having 4 set of productions, P7, P8, P9 and P10. So how can we write the productions? So first one Q comma X tends to this one comes here, tends to this Q comes here, Q comma 2X are there, therefore first X is written here and second X is written here. Okay, so like this you can written for all the 4 productions, Q X X, similarly Q X 1 Q X X. So here Q X tends to 1 Q X X close, right? Now we need to fill the empty places. So how can we fill the empty places? So if we write P in this place means the last value should be also P. Okay, therefore P P Q Q Q Q. Okay, so here in between, so we are having 2 P's, therefore here either you can have QQ or PP. Similarly here also QQ or PP. So in this way we can write the production. These two values and these two values should be same. If you write Q here and P here means it is wrong. Okay, so this is for push operation. Next one, del of Q comma 0 comma x equal to P comma x. So here what is the operation done in the stack? So while processing 0, the top of the stack is x. After processing 0 also the top of the stack remains the same. X remains x. Therefore there are none of the operations have been done. Either push or pop operations not done in the transition. Therefore it is the idle state. If the stack symbol is same in both the sides, therefore it is known as idle. For idle operation, how can we write the production? Means for idle operation we are having set of production based upon the number of states. If the number of states is equal to 2 means for idle operation we are having 2 productions. Okay. So we can name the production as P1, P11. Therefore we can write Q here, X here tends to 0 here. Next this P here and X here. Okay, now these two values we need to fill. Okay, so these two fields should be same. Should be same means based upon the number of states we can fill this. In this problem we are having how many states? We are having 2 states. Therefore we are having 2 combinations, PP and QQ. Therefore we are having 2 productions. First one we can take it as Q. Next one we can take it as P. P12 tends to Q, X tends to 0, P, X. Therefore here you can write it as P and P. Okay. If you are having 3 states means for idle you are having 3 production. Since in this problem we are having only 2 states, for idle operations we are having 2 productions. Okay. So next one, del of Q comma epsilon comma x. Del of Q comma epsilon comma x is equal to Q comma epsilon. Now you take this production, so what happens? So instead of stack symbol x, here we are having epsilon. So in push down automata, epsilon represent pop operation. Therefore here we are doing pop operation in this step. Therefore this is pop operation. So for pop operation, how can we write the production? Means for pop operation we are having only one production. Therefore here we can have only one production, P13. So it can be written as Q comma x. This Q and x is written here. Tends to this epsilon will be written here. So for this state what we need to write means we can directly take this state and write here. Therefore it becomes Q. Okay, so Q x, this Q will comes here and this epsilon goes to right side. So this is for idle operation. For pop operation we are having only one production for any number of states. For idle operation based, if the number of states is 2 means you can have 2 operations. If the number of states is 3 means if you can have 3 productions. Okay. So 4 transition functions have been completed. Now we are having 2 remaining transition functions. Now P1x, P epsilon, del of P0 z0, Q z0. P0 z0 is equal to Q z0. See, if you take this first transition, here x becomes epsilon. Therefore pop operation have been done. Here z0 remains the same. Therefore here idle operation. So for pop means we can have only one production. Therefore P14. Idle means based upon the number of states we can have the number of productions. Here we are having 2 states. Therefore we can have 2 production, P15 and P16. So how can we write this? P x, this P tends to this one comes here. So that's all about pop operation. For idle, P Is it not? Leave this one, tends to, this 0 goes here. So Q, is it not? Leave this. So similarly write P, is it not? 0, Q, is it not? So here we are having two states, therefore we are having two values. If here it is P means here also it is P. Here it is Q means here also it is Q. Okay. So in this way we can convert the PDA to CFG. From the given PDA, first we need to write the initial states, initial stack symbols and the set of states, okay, for the given PDA. After that we need to define CFG in terms of V, T, P, S. Capital V means variables, T means terminals, P means productions, S means starting symbol. For all the problems the starting symbol is same. That is, for all the problems the starting production starts with S only. Therefore S becomes S. Terminals means the input symbols given in the problem. Okay, whereas variable means first you include the starting symbol S. After that, based on the number of states and stack symbols, we need to write the variables. After that we need to write the production. The first production is written with the help of the initial state and initial stack symbol. Okay, we can have starting production will be based upon the number of states. If we are having number of states is equal to 2 means the starting production will be 2. If the number of states is equal to 3 means the starting production will be 3. Okay, and next for push operation, pop operation and idle. Push, pop and idle. Based on the number of states we can define the number of productions. For idle operation, if the number of states is equal to 2 means number of productions is also 2. For pop operation, for any number of states there will be only one production. For push operation, if we are having 2 states means it becomes number of states is equal to 2 means you can write it as n power 2. We are having productions is equal to 2 square 4 productions. If we are having 3 states means 3 square it becomes 9 productions. So in this way we can find the number of productions for push, pop and idle operations. Okay. So in this way we can convert the push down automata into CFG.